Hey y'all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We are in the great state of Pennsylvania. Off to the right is the river, Susquehanna River. Been driving through rainstorms the last day or so I kind of took a break, but we're getting back on it. Heading down to Hershey, Pennsylvania. But there's a little fort up here. I'm going to stop, take a break, do a little exploring, then we're going to cut through Harrisburg, then on over to Hershey. Then after a quick layover here in Hershey, gonna keep trucking south. Gonna follow a little Civil War history and end up over the Atlantic Ocean. Yay! Welcome to Fort Hunter. Just spotted it on the maps. That would be kind of cool. I'm trying to avoid the traffic. Harrisburg is a massive city. There's a Civil War museum I'm going to try to find on our way over to Hershey once we leave here. One thing about the East Coast I'm not used to is all the big towns. There is a lot of them. I kind of avoid those things, huh? Backroads, small towns, but that's okay. We're here, we're out east. Well, let me find a good place to park. Supposed to be a few cool buildings, an old mansion here. Still got cloud cover. My goodness, the skies have opened up the last couple days on me since I left New York. Lots of rain. Alright, I'll get parked. We'll take a little walk. Welcome to Fort Hunter. Wow, you know, the history of back east here is vast. It just goes so far back, not like out west. Just amazing. A lot of these buildings date clear back in the 1700s. Then the Civil War history is just extensive. Maybe when we leave here, we'll cut down to Gettysburg, get down into Maryland a little bit. There's a place in West Virginia, Harper's Valley. I was kind of looking at that on the maps. I get asked a lot how I research and where I end up, the decisions and all that. It's really not complicated. I look at Google usually a week before. I kind of know my route, where I'm gonna head to. Let's see what this one says. The Centennial Barn. There's a mansion across the street we'll walk over to. There it is. Wow, they've really restored this thing, huh? Looks like it was recently built. But look at the maps. Always type in historic places or historic sites. I kind of know my route. I usually try to pick state routes, backroads stuff. That's how I end up on a lot of these locations like this one. Kind of off the beaten path. Must have been the old stables down here. Doesn't this look new? Wow. In case you're wondering, it's a little warm and humid. That's okay. Even the fence looks original, doesn't it? Well, let's see what's up this way. Feels good to be out of the van. A lot of miles this summer. We've been on the road for a while, still going. 2025 travel season. You'll be seeing videos clear to the end of the year of this trip here. Well, there's the highway. There's the mansion. Let's go back and look at that other old building. I think there's a covered bridge back there. Then we'll go over the mansion. But it's been a very successful travel season, in my opinion. Heck yeah. Still out doing it. Yeah, this is a county park, I think, now. If I looked at it right on the maps. I don't think, well, maybe people stay in that. The Tavern House. Wow. Imagine all the people, 1700s, that building's from. They probably stayed there, stopped in, got food, something to drink, tie up the horse over at the barn. Wow. Right along the big river here, too. Pretty garden. That's something I miss back west when you live out there. Gardening's harder because in the desert. Well, more old buildings back here. They probably use them for maintenance and stuff now, huh? See what this one says. The stable. So we got the barn, the tavern, the stable. Well, the tavern was a house too, wasn't it? Well, one thing they did not have back then was power lines and paved roads. What a time to live back in those days, though, huh? Full of people. Alright, I think over here is a covered bridge. Oh, they got county offices out here. That's what's going on. Alright. Well, there's your covered bridge. The Everhart Covered Bridge. Built in 1881, so that would have been after the Civil War, wouldn't it? Alright, well, let's head over across the road. We'll check the mansion. I should be able to see the river over there. And we're going to head for Hershey. See what the sign says. What do we got? Fort Hunter. Stockaded blockhouse built in 1755. Wow. My goodness. The museum's closed today. Darn it. Abandoned and fell into ruins in 1763. Huh. They had forts everywhere around, along these rivers. Simon Girty, 1741 to 1818. The great renegade, born nearby, captured by the Indians. See, that kind of history you can't even imagine. Just a different world back then. Now it's paved roads and cell phones. And YouTube. And RVerTV. Yay. Well, there's the mansion all settled in along the river. Alright, well, sneak out back. Yeah, these grounds are just manicured. Another garden out here. They really take good care of their properties here. The mansion garden. Probably a little social gathering here. And it kept them fed. They'd have to store the food all winter. There was no UPS deliveries. Maybe horse and buggy deliveries, huh? Alright, well, cruise over by the river. Then we'll head for the van and go see some chocolate over at Hershey. That's the same storyboard across the street. They do have guided tours inside the mansion. I'm not doing it today. But if you get in this area, definitely stop, check out this Fort Hunter right here along this massive river. I didn't realize how big the river was here. It's huge. What's this? Like a little memorial? That's old. One thing that really dates a place is the size of a tree. That tree has to be a couple hundred years. Well watered next to the river, but that usually really helps you date a location. Like downtowns, when I drive through, they got huge trees, you know, it's just old. Oh, they got little swings you can sit on. Enjoy the view of the river. Big park, isn't it? No fees to park or get around in here. Yeah, it looks as big as the Mississippi River, doesn't it? There's a bridge down there. A lot of rivers out east. That was kind of cool in New York, following the Erie Canal, wasn't it? Make sure you check out those videos. I still think someday I'd like to go on that Erie Canal and rent one of those boats. Like a floating RV. Alright, to the van we go. Load up. Time to roll. Break time's over. Well, I've been sitting here for about 10 minutes staring at Google Maps, trying to figure out a way to get through the town, city. Think I got a plan going here. So a couple freeways, then some looks like main streets. I'm gonna make an attempt at that Civil War museum. Make a quick stop there and then head on over to Hershey. It's all within the same area here in Harrisburg. Even the homes, all the buildings look similar with the stonework here, huh? Wintertime, they get snow here. Definitely get winter here in Pennsylvania. 322. Up. I needed to turn there. Okay, you didn't see that. That's my first mistake all day. I missed my turn already. Let me turn around. Ah, goodness. I should have edited that out. Let me turn around here. Actually, that was planned. I wanted you to see this bridge here as we drove across it. Well, part of travel though. I was more worried about the cameras being on. Okay, now this should be our turn. We're heading into Harrisburg. Should be there shortly. Sit back, enjoy the ride. Made it. No more wrong turns, at least. There it is. It's the National Civil War Museum. Alright, let me figure out some parking here and then we'll head on in. I moved the van, got a little closer. What a view up here. Got a view of all of Harrisburg. Finally, some blue sky. Yay. Feel like I've been in the clouds for a week. It is one big building. Civil War history everywhere, all these states.
Even before he became president, I thought John Tyler was almost a god. He never treated me bad. Said it was Mordecai to teach me class. Old master never would let me learn to read.
An overseer who knows how to deal with troublesome darkness. I also got the best packing dog in America. Once in town to track down a runaway, and now the Talcott's wit makes his promise to stop even thinking about that Underground Railroad. Gentlemen of the game,
Well, they got a lot of history in here. Look at all the faces. Just a different time. North and the South. I think I'll stop at Gettysburg on our way when we're trucking south, because I gotta go down. I gotta go down around DC. I'm not going through DC at all, because the goal is to get to see the Atlantic Ocean. Yay, this year. What a view from up here, though. This is all up on a little hill. Can really see out over Harrisburg. All the states are represented in here, north and the south. Guns, cannons. It's really, really dark in here, so if the camera gets a little jumpy, I apologize. It's trying to adjust to the light. The paintings in here are absolutely spectacular in size, color. There's a cannon. All right, well, I'm going to make my way out back towards the van. I reserved a campsite over near Hershey.
Union and Confederate forces jockeyed for position along Stones River in Tennessee. Both Union General William Rosecrans and Confederate General Bragg prepared to anchor their light flanks and attack with units from December 31st through January 2nd, 1863, along Stones River at Murfreesboro. Fighting was sporadic but intense. Finally, the unpredictable Bragg gave up the battle and withdrew south. The struggle achieved long casualties.
He immediately replied, "No, I prefer to ride by myself today." During the drive, he was so gay that I said to him laughingly, "Dear husband, you almost startle me by your gentleness." He replied, "And I do feel so very happy. The war has come to a close, and we are supposed to be more careful in the future. Between the war and the loss of our property, really,
Extremely well done in there. Kind of a somber place. You just kind of walk through. It takes you through like a timeline in there. Not all histories are best in the world, but it's still our history. But they're saving it. They're saving history right here at the National Civil War Museum. Definitely check it out if you're in the area. A lot of people are Civil War buffs. They really are into it. I want to see this view out here. Kind of nice. We got some blue sky. Yay. Sorry, I've been in so much rain lately. Oh, goodness. I was like a job mowing the grass here. Pretty up here. Well, what do you think? Go find that RV park. I believe in downtown Hershey there's a big chocolate museum. That's the goal anyway. Hershey itself is a amusement park. I don't care about that. I want to find a museum there. Okay, one last look. All the bricks, they got the states in here and everything. That's cool. Okay, I'm off to Hershey for the night. We'll do some exploring in the morning. Welcome to the Hershey Park Camping Resort. I'm going to run downtown to the museum this morning. They have shuttles and all kinds of stuff out of here. I really didn't know what I was getting into here. Hershey's one big amusement park, which to me that's fine, but I'm just going to check out the museum. In the morning we're out of here. We're going to keep dropping south. Going to go down through Gettysburg and just keep exploring. We're heading to the ocean, Atlantic Ocean, yay. But nice little campground, got nice shade. Got a little time, let's take a little e-bike ride. I'll give you a quick tour around the campgrounds here. It's huge. But a lot of shade. Big sites actually. Right up here, showers and restrooms. I didn't realize how big of a city Hershey was. Should have figured, because it's out east. There's a shower house, laundry, and all that. Actually, there's a couple of them around. This park's big enough to be its own town, isn't it? Alright, I'll run down by the office clubhouse. They got cabins here too. So you don't need an RV to stay here. Steep little hill here. You can see how big this place is. Of course, Hershey. I mean, that's been around forever, all the chocolate. Right up here's their clubhouse, office. That's where I checked in. They got a gift shop and get coffee in here and stuff. And they got a swimming pool. So, not bad. And it keeps going out here. They got another section. It's kind of like a sardine can. I'll ride through it. Over here, look how tight the sites are. One after another. When I made my reservation, there wasn't a big choice of sites. Maybe these guys are workers or it's more permanent. Town itself is about 3 miles away. I'm going to take their shuttle over there. No way I'm riding a bike downtown from here. You probably could, but this is one busy place. Look how far back this keeps going. I need to cut over here sooner or later. Finally, the end of the park. Best place to be, in my opinion, would be down here. Let me point the camera right there where the Airstream is. There's your best sight, this section right on the end. Alright, let's head back towards the van and I'll pick up that shuttle. We'll head downtown. Home sweet home right up here. Wonder why there isn't so many campers up here. It's kind of pricey to stay here, but it's tourist. I'm just here one night, so it doesn't matter. Alright, I'm gonna get ready and head downtown. We'll see you down there. Can you say chocolate? Well, the Hershey Story, it's right inside that building. I thought we'd walk around the downtown area first before we go in. This is where it all happens. All that chocolate goodness, huh? The history of the chocolate wars and All the different companies way back. I seen that on the History Channel. That was pretty interesting. This town's like a little metropolis down here. I'll go inside. I just want to do a walk around. There's a park across the street. There's a little cafe. Probably get coffee and chocolate. Everything's chocolate here. That's a neat old building over there. And there's the park down there we'll walk over to. Big church. Just manicured lawns, beautiful. Looks like a lot of shops down here. Busy town. Non-stop traffic. Even taking the shuttle over here was busy. The amusement park's on the other side of the freeway. I'm not going there. I'm not into the rides and all that. But if you want to do it, you know that campground offers packages. You can get tickets to get in and all kinds of different deals. Definitely a family kid place. Eat chocolate, ride on roller coasters. Neat little park here. I imagine Hershey, the amount of people they employ here is huge. Absolutely huge. What's that? Fire department back here. Old time fire department building. Got the big roll up doors. Oh, this is nice, huh? Court of Honor. Heck yeah. Honoring our vets. My dad was a World War II veteran. Probably names of locals that served. And you got the flags. Very fitting. Very nice. Well done. Sky kind of hazed up a little bit on me. It's alright. We'll be inside that museum here in just a minute. That's an old tree, isn't it? Well done, park. Now let's see if I survive crossing the street up here. Made it. Says the Hershey Press Building. On the advertising them guys do. It's huge. Alright, well, head on inside the museum. I have to walk a ways to pick up the shuttle. I'll figure that out later. Wow, these flowers are just gorgeous here. The whole downtown's like one big park. Alright, we're in the Hershey chocolate. The upper floor is a museum here. Just a ton of history of how he started. I bet if he was alive today, he'd just be in total awe how big this is.
Milton and I can pack a nice mixture for you.
Where's the free samples? Come on. Here's their machinery they use to make it. Oh, there's a noise I've been hearing, that thing. Making candy kisses probably, huh? How do you wrap a kiss? Millions and millions of those things. I don't eat much chocolate anymore. Had to give it up. But sneak a piece now and then. Can't give up everything. Especially around the holidays. Alright, keep on walking. Must be some of their old factories. Huge, big business, isn't it? Chocolate. All the machinery it took. They rolled out the chocolate? I don't know. Wow. Still want that free sample. Where is it? You think that's real chocolate or just paint? I don't think it's real. Too bad you can't stick your finger in there and take a taste. Huh? It's a museum. Hershey's chewing gum. 6 sticks for 5 cents. They made everything. Wow, what a chandelier, huh? Bet that's worth a fortune. Absolute fortune. Well, kind of replica little town and businesses and shops. Need a candy kiss? Heck yeah. All the posters on the walls, advertising, timeline of Hershey. All this has to be worth what? Billions and billions of dollars now, globally. The old soda fountain. When I was a kid, we'd go to the drugstore and get a soda. That's unheard of now. Can't have chocolate without the cow. All that milk. Pictures of their old buildings. Well, let's see what we have back here.
Milton Hershey constructed an enormous community building with a theater that could see almost
Special car, picnic car.
Broadway came.
That's an old scale, isn't it? These guys were into a little bit of everything.
The sweeter side of life could be pretty rough too. But Hershey is rough.
Reese's cups, peanut butter cups. 2 cups, 10 cents, not anymore. Hershey's Other Candy King. Didn't know what to expect, but this is quite interesting. how much more Hershey did. Hershey Hotel. A lot of neat old pictures. Everybody loves chocolate. Puts a smile on your face. Well, that picture kind of says it all right there. Got the band. Hershey Park Ballroom. Wow, look at all them people. Incredible, huh? You know, they got big RV shows around here. The Hershey RV show is one of the biggest in the country. So I've been told, never been to it. Here you go. Still looking for that free sample. Massive Hershey Kiss. How's it like to live here, grow up here in Hershey? That'd be something. Well, I think we're about at the end of it up here in this floor. Not sure. I don't think there's much more downstairs.
The idea or the concept that he was not just about business.
Hershey Foundations. Yeah, these guys are beyond big. What a neat building itself. The architecture in here. Well done, though. Well, it looks like how Hershey's grown through the years down here. Hershey after Hershey. Huh. 1960. And all the advertising, TV commercials. Which commercial is your favorite? Wow. I don't know. Looks like they got a lot of votes. Well, not bad at all. It's worth the price of admission. It wasn't that much to get in here. look around. Kind of brings back a lot of memories. You don't think about a lot of this stuff till you see it like this. How a product's been in your life all your life, and I'm still looking for that free sample. And I haven't gotten one yet. Darn. Oh well. Okay, I gotta go find my pickup place for the shuttle. It's over by the amusement park. Head back to the campground. Get ready to peel out early in the morning. I'm thinking Gettysburg, drop down through there and just keep dropping into Maryland. Go down that direction. Because I got to get around Washington, D.C. before I can cut over to the ocean. You know what's over there too is Carolina's Outer Banks. We're this far east, might as well keep on going, don't you think? For more information on my channel, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for free newsletter, putting one out once a month now. Got all kinds of cool stuff in there. Articles, previous travels, future travels, pictures, blogs, all that. Downloadable puzzles, free. Also got a merch shop, Armchair Traveler Series, and also the 2025 Heck Yeah merch is out too. Plus we got holidays coming up. Got the Christmas merch, mugs, all that for RVerTV, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one. Looking for a free piece of chocolate. Right here in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Isn't this cool? Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. Alright, I just kind of following the phone here. Feels good to be out of the van, walking. Nice little break. Alright, I think I have to go across the bridge and through a tunnel. The shuttle site should be under there. These flowers are just gorgeous. Made it back to the RV park. Yay. Put my feet up, make something to eat. Get ready for tomorrow morning, hitting the road. Here's home for the night. Journey continues. Talk soon.